The way I would best describe percussion is probably the same way it's referred to over and over again, and that is sport of the arts. My name is Emily Carrier, and I am the Viz Ensemble section leader and saxophone soloist of Motor City Percussion's 2024 program, Revealing Our Voice. If you think of marching band, you probably have an idea of what percussion is like. It's just indoors on a tarp, and it's only percussion, and it's a really cool activity where it's competitive and you go against other groups in your class. So we're an independent open and we compete against many other independent open groups. You're putting together physical activity, doing something that's really demanding of your body, and also combining that with something that's an art, which is music. When deciding to continue to do it after high school, I really just thought back to the people I knew a couple years older who had regret and really looked back and wished that they had done groups outside of high school as well. We rehearse at Oakside Prep Academy Saturdays and Sundays, and we spend months writing and performing and executing a show. And our show this year is called Revealing Our Voice, and we go through a couple different instrument soloists until the final cello at the end, which is our voice in the show. It's more abstract of a concept, but it's a really cool show, and we're all really excited about it. It's a great show to be a part of, and to play saxophone in it is amazing, and it's a really great opportunity, and I've never had an opportunity quite like this one. As part of the visual ensemble and having a solo role is really, really cool to be a part of. Having a solo this year on saxophone is amazing, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity. But it's also a lot on your shoulders, because if you miss a note, if you feel like you're not achieving your full potential, you feel like you're letting 50 other people down. It's an activity where really you're doing it for the people around you. No matter how much you want to succeed, you do it for everybody else on the floor. And that's one thing that's really helped me grow as a person, is learning how to put out the thoughts of me and really just be a part of something greater than myself. And that's the best part about this activity, is being a part of something greater than yourself. You're doing it for that age out next to you. You're doing it for your friends on either side of you who really want to succeed. And that's really one of the best parts about it, is being a part of a team and something that's much greater than yourself, because it is. You're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for everybody else involved. Percussion is really home to me, and nowhere else in my life has ever felt like home like percussion has. And it's really hard to live the rest of the week away from home in that sense. I'm going to work, I'm going to school, sleep, repeat. Work, school, sleep, repeat. Work, school, sleep, repeat. And you're really just existing until the weekend where you get to live and you get to improve on something and get to really be in the moment and be around people that you love, and you're all fighting for the same goal and you're all working to improve yourselves for the better. It's really just hard to get through the week when you're living for the weekend, because it feels like you're just existing until percussion. And that is also part of the beauty of it, because you have something to work towards in the week. You can be practicing, you can be getting better at that skill or that drumming exercise or that choreography, and when you get to practice, you can really execute it in terms of on the floor and in terms of performing the show. And it's truly, truly amazing. And you get to see 50 other people alongside you also improve and also get better at what they're doing. And it's such a group activity that it's amazing just to see everybody improve and everybody become a better version of themselves over the course of a couple months. In percussion, we have a few different sections. They include the snares, the quads, cymbals, the front ensemble, the basses, and the visual ensemble. What the Viz ensemble does is we may not play percussion necessarily, but we get to help tell the visual story of the show, whether that's helping through choreography to tell the story of a concept or tell an actual story. If that's what your show demands, that's what we get to do. And you can get really cool parts in shows that way, and it's something that I've loved doing ever since I saw my sister do it. Part of what's so exciting about it is you get to perform. You get to show people what you've been working on for months on end, for hours on end, why you're never there on a Saturday night to hang out with your friends, why you're never able to hang out late on a Friday. It's because you got practice in the morning. You get to show people what you've been working towards and for, and it's truly amazing to perform. And whether that's just putting on the show makeup, the uniform, getting out, performing with other people, it's such a great feeling, and seeing other groups perform too and supporting other groups is a really great thing to do. And there's nothing like performing and competing, and you don't get that feeling anywhere else other than this activity.
The Michigan Alliance for Performing Arts is proud to present Motor City Percussion.
If there's one thing that I love to do is just spread awareness about this activity, because it's so amazing to see. And even if just somebody after watching this searches up WGI percussion shows and watches maybe one or two, it'd be amazing to spread awareness, because it's truly something that's amazing and you don't get it anywhere else. And I would love for more people to see it and maybe get involved before it's too late for them to get involved. And it's something that's changed my life, and that's why I'd like to share it, is because I know it can change so many people's lives, and it's truly, truly an amazing sport to be a part of.
Mr. Mappa.
Is this thing on?
It might be.
Yippee! I want to kill the nanny. Hello, hello.
Alright, we good? Let's go! Yep. Ain't got no gas in it.
Please, just let me go. I did what you asked. What else do you want?
Hey guys, wake up!
What the hell is this?
Where are we?
Kinky.
Does anybody see a key or something? Just look around.
I don't think whoever put us here wants us to use a key.
No. No, I'm not doing that. Just please, somebody look.
Well, I'm not waiting around for you to find it.
No! Oh my God!
Whoa, hey, whoa! Hey! Dude! Oh my God! What the hell?
Relax, it's not even my leg.
What is
your
wrong
problem?
with you?
That's disgusting.
Wait, you weren't chained this whole time?
No, I found a key in the torso over there.
Then come unlock us then.
Who would go through the trouble of locking us in here?
Welcome to your...
situation. You are all here because you want more than what life has to offer. Here in this box contains something that is more powerful than life. Money, power, fame, any and everything you could ever want.
Oh, great. We've been abducted by the Great Value Jigsaw.
You may use by any means necessary to take out your opponent. What? It hasn't started yet!
You didn't even let him finish!
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Okay. Last one alive gets to leave with the box and everything it entails.
You're joking, right? This is insane.
All right. Okay, we'll do it.
What?
But you have to tell us what's in the box first.
Honestly, I don't know. I found it at a storage unit. Thought it might be worth something.
So you kidnap 4 people and throw them into a room to fight over something you know nothing about?
Well, when you put it like that, it just sounds stupid. What?
You want 30 minutes?
Who the hell was that?
No idea, but we have to find a way out of here.
Okay, everybody just split up. Look everywhere, the vents, anything you can find. Hey, come help me with this. So, what do you think's in the box?
Nothing. Probably just wants to see us kill each other for fun.
I think that guy might be my 12th grade math teacher.
Why the hell would it be your 12th grade math teacher?
He just always gave major kidnapper vibes.
A math teacher doesn't really sound like a sadistic person.
I get it. I mean, math makes me angry too.
Enough to kidnap random people and leave them in a makeshift escape room?
Right. It's almost like...
Oh my god!
What? What'd you find?
I forgot to pick up my gam from dialysis.
You're all wasting time. Find someone to eliminate before the clock runs out.
So, what if we don't kill anyone? Then what?
Then you'll... 1 second.
I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Just step to being a math teacher.
Here it is. Representative. Okay. Choose someone within the next 60 seconds to eliminate, or I will choose myself.
So you're going to kill yourself?
Works for me.
What? No, that's not what... I'm not gonna kill myself.
But that's what you just said. If we don't choose, you're going to choose yourself.
You did say that.
That's not what I meant. Have you people never been kidnapped before?
Why the hell would we have been kidnapped more than the recommended number of times?
What's the recommended number of times?
None.
Enough. Choose someone or you all die.
I thought you said only one of us had to die.
I mean, yeah, eventually, but for right now.
Is this your first time?
What? Of course not.
Oh my god. It is his first time.
Oh, he's a virgin.
I have definitely killed and abducted people before. Dozens of times.
Oh, that is too cute. He got to lick it.
Oh man, he's not really doing that good of a job.
I am not a virgin.
Listen, kidnapper, I know kidnapping may be stressful, so maybe choose a less stressful hobby, like knitting.
Just go. I don't want to do this anymore.
I think we hurt his feelings.
Maybe he should talk to a therapist. Mine does wonders for me.
Yeah, right.
Can we at least take the box?
Dude.
Come on.
Hi, my name is...
We don't do names here.
Right. I tried to run a group abduction yesterday and it didn't go so well. They were so mean.
Right. I feel your pain. I gave up on group abduction. It's too much work. Too many personalities.
You're not lying. It's like they've never been kidnapped before.
Exactly.
The last group I abducted told me that their 2-year-old nephew was scarier than I was.
It's okay. They're stupid anyway.
Hey, we don't use the stupid word. What do we always say?
Captives have feelings too.
Exactly. Now let's get in for a group hug and release all that frustration.
Come on.
My name is Kyle Couch, and I am the Director of Development here at Grace Centers of Hope. I got into making movies at an early age, playing around on Microsoft Video Maker and Movie Maker. I went to college at Oakland Community College and took a lot of filmmaking classes. I learned a lot, specifically from Jack Cronin. It was a really great time in my life where I was able to make several short films that ultimately led to awards and things of that nature. After that, I started working at Grace Centers of Hope, creating videos for the organization. That led to making more short films and ultimately led me to making my first feature-length film, The Tent.
Before the crisis, I help people. I help them through tough times, through moments of weakness.
I spent a lot of years understanding what makes Grace Centers of Hope tick. When the time came that they needed to replace the Director of Development, I was asked if I would be interested in leading the team. And of course, I accepted with a big smile on my face. So my day-to-day is working with employees, working with people to help develop their specific goals, essentially managing other people to do phenomenal jobs and do the phenomenal work that they do. What I like the most about being a Director of Development here at Grace Centers of Hope is the opportunity to help people who are struggling with addiction or homelessness or abuse or all three of those things. My favorite movie project that I've ever done is probably The Eulogy. The Eulogy was a short film that I shot. It was the story of my wife's journey towards recovery. I think the thing that I like the least about being a Director of Development would be the unfortunate truth of being in this line of work, which is you may get to know somebody who is seeking help, who is seeking recovery through our programs, and they unfortunately, for whatever the purpose is, they leave the program. Often when walking through these halls, you get to know somebody. When there's a specific resident or series of residents that end up leaving under not so great circumstances, and then later you find out that either they had passed away or ended up in jail. That's probably the hardest part about working at Grace Centers, just that potential for a heartbreak. Probably when I'm an old man and sitting down and thinking about this cool season of my life where I got to make movies, that would probably be the one that I'm the most proud of. If I were to go back in time and tell my younger self something, I would say, right now, you're in a place in your head where you really think you know how things are gonna be. And you really think you have it all figured out. And not necessarily in a good way, even in a bad way. And man, oh man, the Lord's got something planned for you that you will not even be able to understand nor predict. And it's going to be really awesome. And you're gonna meet a lot of really cool people, and you're gonna have a lot of relationships that mean a lot to you, a lot more than you even understood what a relationship could be. If I came to my future self, and what would my future self say to me? He'd probably say, something that I've heard a bunch of people say before. Good things will come and go. Bad things will come and go. But all of it will come and go. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever you think is a lot, don't worry about it. It'll pass. And also, slow down a little bit, because the good things you got going on right now, those too will pass. And enjoy them, because they won't be here forever.
Back when I was enough, you was a trophy, no.
I get bottles of the water from my ice plug. If the bank bigger.
Goosebumps. Nick! 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 Stage! Lock the door before you leave.
Yes. If it were done, when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his Circe's success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all. Here, but here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases, we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He is here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, have been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed into every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spurs to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy bladed dudgeon gouts of blood which was not so before. There is no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now, over the one half-world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf, whose howls his watch thus, with his stealthy pace, with Tarkin's ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. Thou, sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate of my whereabout, and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. Whiles I threat, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds, too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
King, you think just so, think so, you say hello. Making you find you go, break down, you might belong. Angel, you dancing king, think so, you breaking down. Say hi, just say to go, break down, you might belong.
What is grief? Grief is a natural emotional response to the loss of someone close to you, such as family members or friends. So how do you process it? How do you take the time to accept that something is gone? How do you move on from it? And how do you move forward with your life from this point on? The same night my grandmother passed away, the first thing I tried to do was sleep, but I couldn't sleep. Not 1 second, an hour, or even a moment. Even when I tried to read a simple book, I couldn't even have the power to just read one page, barely a sentence. All hope was lost for me at that moment. I couldn't think of a single thing to do to keep me busy for at least an hour. And then the idea hit me. Yes! Fighting games! The best idea for me to deal with my depression. I got up out my seat, grabbed my controller, and decided to play some good ass. This was absolutely the worst idea I've ever had in my life. Yeah, you should probably not play a fighting game when you're really depressed. You probably shouldn't do that. Just a hunch. You probably shouldn't do that. So, nothing worked out for me. I still had to go to school, walk across the whole campus, try to get a good walk in. Trying to think to myself, how did I get my mind off of it? Was there even a possible way to get my mind off of it? What do I even do when I go to class? Do I just sit there and look at the board? Should I just put my head down all class and just call it a day? But what if someone calls me? Will I be there to respond in time, or will I be awake to even listen? I needed to find a way to properly explain my feelings towards the whole situation. So I asked my family for some help, and what did my grandma mean to them?
Hi, I am Katrina Burton.
Hello, I'm Callie Burton Sr., Cal's dad.
I am the mother of Kallet Burton. I am the wife of Kallet Burton Sr. And I am the daughter of Susie Mae McCullough.
And we're talking about Susie McCullough? Sweet woman. Very nice, very nice. She took me in like a son. I met her through, like you say, dating her daughter. 25 years, been together.
There are many things I can say about my mom. My mom was a caring person, giving person. She was loved by many.
She raised a great woman. She really did. And she helped us raise KJ, as we call him.
She was a teacher in her own right. She taught us how to do a lot of different things. My mom was a great cook. She really would cook great meals. She loved family and she loved friends. She believed in always giving back to others.
Day in and day out for her. God-fearing woman, loved church, hated the fact she couldn't go no more. She will be missed dearly. Like I said, very sweet woman. Raised her daughter right.
Okay, I used to always stay up under my mother. She was my best friend. One day, she was cleaning fish, and I kept bugging her, and she said, leave her alone. And I just kept bugging her, so she took the eye out of the fish and put it on a fork and chased me with it. I ran to the basement and wouldn't come back out because she would keep showing me the eye of this fish. She just wanted to leave her alone, but I didn't care. I used to sleep with her when I was probably 4 or 5. My dad would go to work. He worked midnights, and she'd pick him up in the morning. So I would go sleep with her and then ride with her to pick him up in the morning. Every day, this radio program would play Close to You by the Carpenters. And I would sing it, wake up and I would sing it. And then I would just start waking her up, singing to her, to the point where she started singing with me too. And then we would get up and go pick my father up. Saturdays, she would take me with her. We'd go grocery shopping. She taught me how to shop, how to find the best prices for things. Then we go to S&H Green Stamps and pick out some kind of prize that we had for collecting so many stamps. My mother and my father always spoke to me like I was their age. So they would always tell me, and I would stay up late when my dad went to afternoons. And I would wait for him to come home, and then I'd ask him, hey Dad, how was your day? I didn't care if my mother told me to go to bed. I still had to wait up to make sure he got home okay. And she would tell me, go get in your own bed, but I would still get in bed with her so I could ride with her to pick up my father. As I got older and became my own person, we fought a lot, but still, she was my number one. I took care of her. And, she's in me, so I don't necessarily feel really sad because I was always there at the end and I took care of her. And whew, boy, we could have some arguments. She could make me so mad. And then I'd be right back, taking care of her, doing what she needed, because she was more than my mother. She was probably my best friend. We had a lot of fun growing up as kids. She always made sure we took trips to Cedar Point. We took vacations. We always laughed. I had a good life.
So, I'm in a situation where I talked to family and that worked. So, I thought the best idea was just have my friends as a distraction. Some of my close friends, some of my friends even from campus. So, the big question is, did it work and do I regret it? Well, to be honest,
What? How?
Hold on. Why do you? Oh my fuck! Hold on. Why you get to open it?
Who fucking did that?
Okay.
Dad never liked you either. That's good.
That's good.
Let's go!
Wild. I'll see you later. Right, I'm only slightly serious.
I don't remember my line.
Just
it's like fine.
Embarrassing.
Ball sack.
No, I do not regret it. So at the end of the video, and there's just some stuff I personally want to get my mind across. As you can tell, I'm graduating. There's a big reason why I did this project specifically like this. This is another way, a secret step 4 of how I dealt with the grief. Just doing something I love doing. Since I was at least, it was 2015, so around 14 years old, I made like some small, funny, stupid videos with my neighbors. Then it turned to gaming, and then it turned to me making creative videos like this, and so forth and so forth. Now, I will say, I never made a video like this in my personal life, and the reason I did that was just to get out of my comfort zone. Because when my grandma passed, it hurt me in a big mental way. It was in the middle of my final project for my last class, video games, or specifically fighting games. I could not do anything. As you could tell, I had family, I had friends, but a part of me just still couldn't do it. A part of me still couldn't click a button on my computer. I didn't even turn on my computer for so long. The main number one reason, the number one step of how I got over my grief was when I went to the funeral, I cried. And I don't usually cry unless it's something really funny, but I actually cried. And it was by far the best feeling I've ever had. Like, it was really the best feeling I've ever had in my life. Like, I let it all go in that moment. And by the time I went home, I realized to myself that very moment, you know what? I'm okay. I'm still standing. That's always a motto I've always had. I'm still standing. She's gone, but I can accept it. I am the first grandson. I'm her only grandson. I have nothing but female cousins and aunties left and right. I do have one uncle, but I'm the first ever grandson to graduate college. And I feel happy. I feel I'm not gonna be 100% excited till I get that degree in my damn hands, but I just hope everyone just takes this video. It's just the fact that everyone deals with grief in different ways. Through therapy, through counseling, through drugs, through some are good and some are very bad. But my point is, when you want to deal with grief, find the healthiest thing you can think of, even if it's not comfortable to you, and just do it. If I like making videos and it's about my personal life, I'll do something like this. I made videos to deal with my grief. It made me happy making videos, making people happy, or some type of emotion or some type of funny or happiness. That's why I put funny moments in this video, because I don't want to make a whole video about how sad it is that my grandma passed. She'll slap the hell out of me. My grandmother wouldn't want that, and that's why I made this video dedicated to just the good moments I can build up. I just want to thank everybody through the thick and thin, everyone that's been with me. You're all the greatest. Jack, Miss Kendall, every teacher I've had, Sam, Hayden, Michael, just everybody, my mom and dad especially. Thank you for being the biggest distraction I needed in my life. I wouldn't be here without you guys. So, I love you all. Thank you. And thank you for grieving with me.
"40 is a number that has recently begun to haunt me. 40 years ago was 1984, the year Apple launched the Mac computer and Marvin Gaye died. In 40 years, it'll be 2064. I will be 9 months away from turning 60, and who knows what I will be doing with my life. And in a study I recently got done on my screen time usage, 40 years is the amount of time that I will spend staring at my phone before I die. I am a part of a generation that is addicted to our phones. I am a part of a generation that is unable to function without the constant stimulation of a screen in our face. An addiction that began before most of us could even have our first breakout or breakup. I am a part of a generation that is so obsessed with being in touch with the world around us that we have completely fallen out of touch with the lives that we live every day. I'm a part of the problem, and I can't just blame that on my being Gen Z. After receiving those shocking results of my screen time analysis, I became more conscientious of not only how much I was looking at my phone, but also how much those around me were looking at their phone.
There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling.
Picking up our phones is a habit that so many of us have grown numb to. I began kicking myself as I realized I could barely get through a conversation with a friend without this biting feeling that I was supposed to pick up my phone, and I couldn't even explain why. My phone gives me this empty feeling. It makes me feel behind. I see people on my screen. People I know. People who know people I know. People who I've met but I don't know. People I've never met, will never meet, but still pay just as close of attention to. Celebrities, politicians, athletes, those random girls online who are living out the dreams that I always said I would follow through on, but never quite got the motivation to. I see people doing their makeup, people getting their groceries, people getting ready for work, people going to work, people getting their homework done, people cleaning their room, people making dinner for themselves, making dinner for their families, people explaining their latest heartbreak. I see people giving live footage to concerts I couldn't get the tickets to. I see people giving live footage on their therapy sessions that they're paying for. I see people giving live footage showing people online how to parent well. I see people giving live footage to wars that are breaking out across the globe, literally as I speak right now.
There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling.
I look at my phone and I feel nothing. I look at my phone and I feel everything. I look at my phone and I just want to throw it across the room, but I look at my phone and I can't remember what it was like to live without it.
This is a book I got from the library. And it has all sorts of stories in it.
So leave a mark. Okay,
Bye.
that's weird.
Hugs and kisses from Taylor and Luke. Hey, you! Bye, hugs and kisses from Taylor and Luke.
We all just look at our phones. Lately, I've been trying to do less of that. I'm trying to look more at the world that I used to know. Lately, I've tried to travel. I've tried to remind myself that the world that people are traveling around in my screen actually exists outside of my own door.
If I could give this all back, I would be home in the morning. I'd wake up in a cold sweat, take a flight back to the city I was born in, and I would wipe myself clean of what I knew was unimportant. I'd want typical things, I'd try to fit back into all my old clothing, and I would prove myself wrong, that all alone the problem was me. With all my bitterness gone, happy I'd be. I'd move back home forever. I'll feed the dogs and I'll put all my pieces back together where they belong, and I'll say I'm a mess, oh God, I'm a mess. Oh, you're a mess, good God.
I'm spending way too much money on coffee and still not enough time with my friends. I'm spending time trying to remind myself that it's okay to feel uncomfortable and awkward in social situations, and that I don't have to pick up my phone the second my brain gets bored. I've been reading a lot more books for fun again. I'm trying to consume knowledge beyond just popular culture and drama. I'm working on disconnecting. I'm working on reconnecting with real life. Generation Z has a serious problem, and I can be the person to solve that for myself. I will be the person to solve that for myself.
There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling.
Hello? No, 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 no. I'm not dealing with that tonight. That's a lot. No, no, nope, not tonight. What was that? No, no. I'll go visit him. How's it going?
Henry! Hey! Hey, I haven't seen you in so long, man. How's it been? What have you been up to?
Oh, not much. You know, just boring stuff. Just decided to stop in, see how you guys are doing. It's been a while, you know.
Yeah, of course, you know you're welcome here anytime. Yeah, man, I mean, honestly, I just called you, and then you just show up at our house unannounced. You didn't even answer the call. It's not like you. What are you doing?
Do you guys remember when I was telling you about that weird shit that was happening in high school? There was this weird light I was experiencing in my house, and it felt off.
Yeah, I mean, but we talked about this at length. We agreed that that was like just some weird bullshit, just some unexplained scientific phenomenon, you know, like even if it is something crazy out of the ordinary, like dimensions crossing, even at that, it's not demons, man. That shit is not real.
I mean, I'm not saying it's demons. You know, I'm saying it's not some weird bullshit that's happening, dude. Like, it's happening. I don't know what else to tell you. This is real. I heard this weird sound and this light that came through underneath my door, and I don't know what's happening.
You're fucking with me.
Not fucking with you.
All right. Well, if it happens again, I guess just call us, man.
You know I will. This isn't happening again. No. No. Shit. Okay. Alright, Joel. You said to call you when it happens again. Well, it's fucking happening again. Come on, man. Come on. Please. Please pick up. Okay. Let's try again. Come on. What the fuck?
Hey Henry, it's Joel. Don't know if you're busy or whatnot, but just give me a call back when you get a chance. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey buddy, I gotta be honest, you're starting to worry me a little bit. It has literally been days since I heard from you last, and you're not returning my calls. Just shoot me a text or something, man. Just let me know you're alright. Henry, I don't know what else to do, man. If you don't return this one, I am straight up gonna come break your door down. This is not cool, man. Call me back.
Timmy, hit your shots.
Junior, your dad is shit.
We're gonna lose this.
You're right.
In the building. I hate watching you play.
Oh my
god.
Stop. No, stop it. Stop it. You have no ammo left.
Yeah, 4 and 1, 4 and 11, 4 and 11.
No.
Wait, you know, if you do this.
It's Thursday, December 1st, 11:55 p.m. It's nearly been 2 weeks since November 18th. It's almost time to change them.
What exactly is them?
The bands. I've been switching them every other Friday since late 2019.
Everyone has their own little thing, I guess. Why every other Friday?
They just get too loose.
So did anything happen on a Friday in late 2019?
Originally, they started out as hair ties that my friend gave me. Then they, got too loose.
Do you still have the hair ties?
I do. I keep every set of the bands tucked away infinitied in a bin for sentimental reasons.
Infinity?
There's a way where you can take them off that they'll look like an infinity sign.
And they don't come off before Friday at all?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't, but sometimes I take them off for a short while.
Why exactly do you wear them?
That's a secret.
If I guess, can you tell me?
Honestly, if you can, I will tell you.
Are these the same way Cody uses them on Sweet Life?
While trying to get over Bailey?
Nope, that's a common guess though.
So you can say you're in a band?
Nope, not in a band.
Because you like how they look?
I do, but no.
Do you use them to smack people?
Occasionally, but not why.
Are they used like a cock ring?
No, but did you know there's a cock ring with a camera?
I did not. Is it so if you died, then your body can be recognized?
No, but it would do that.
Did your grandfather die with rubber bands on, and that's why?
No, my grandfather just regular died.
Is it for attention?
They do catch attention sometimes, but no.
Are they so people just guess?
No, but they tell me quite a bit about someone.
Is it code for being kinky?
Yeah, because I need a girl who's gonna piss a kidney stone in my mouth. No!
Are you a drug dealer?
No, I am not.
Do they ground you?
Vaguely, in a sense. I mean, you're pretty persistent. You want me to just tell you anyways?
Yes, please. I just hate not knowing stuff.
I think they give me a stronger sense of identity and individuality. Some days I wake up and I don't even know who I am anymore. I just feel like there's something wrong inside of me and want to rip it out of my chest. I'm convinced that I'm unlovable and I want to be a terrible person, but I refuse to become my father. Being named after the same person who abandoned me haunts me. Every time I hear that damn name, I freeze inside. I don't want to be Stephen Cruz Jr. I want to be someone else entirely different. I will not burden my child with the name Stephen Cruz III. I fear I'll follow in my father's footsteps and become him because history has a habit of repeating with these kinds of things.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, that's not what they're for anyways, I just made all that up.
So you lied about all that? Why?
For fun. It's in my nature.
Is there even a real reason?
Yeah, and only one person has guessed it. I've thrown super obvious hints in front of people, they just haven't guessed right.
Will you ever tell anyone?
Only if they get it right.
You can't just tell me.
Why would I?
I want to understand you, but I'm done.
Why do you think I let you guess and ask about them so much?
For your own entertainment.
A little bit, but I'd rather you actually understand me than to demand to.
Are they to piss people off?
Nope.
Is that their purpose? To teach me something?
No, and there's no underlying purpose to them in this at all.
I guess I just don't. I
don't like what you don't understand?
Yeah, and it makes me feel stupid.
You shouldn't. I'll leave you with curiosity if not an answer, though.
I wish I knew more.
Here's more. Their function is honestly stupid. If you knew me well, then you'd put 2 and 2 together and find out 4 is rather 4-ish. I have an additional 2 around my ankles, sometimes to keep me more grounded. The one person who correctly guessed the purpose shocked me. I felt like I was naked on a stage when they did. I just like to think if nobody gets you, at least you have the option of getting yourself. Rarely ever, I do snap them off, and have only had to do that with 3 pairs.
I'll keep that in mind.
How dare you!
Let me get this straight, kid. Oh, no disrespect, nothing intended, just, your first edit of your final project for advanced video production at OCC, and you forget to adjust your fucking white balance during a monologue. What, you got a death wish? It's done. You're getting an F. Forget the final project. Forget that it's 10 points. You're off the dean's list, kid. We're looking for someone with a little bit more drive, a little bit more get up and go, a little bit more, not forget to adjust the white balance kind of guy. Seeing this right now? Cronin. This kid forgot to adjust his fucking white balance. Fuck! What's going on here? The F-stops all over the place! Your directorial debut, yeah. Yeah, real big shot. You wanna do a monologue? You wanna riff? You wanna riff, kid? Sorry we didn't sign up for stand-up comedy. Nobody bought tickets to your show. Using your brain, hello? Is anybody in there? Hello? Vulgar language and tobacco use on screen in a college production. Fuck it. You're just gonna start, oh yeah, just go ahead. Be the George Carlin of OCC. Not too bright. Not too bright, just saying. You don't think about things. You don't think things through. Huh? You know, up there. It's all twisted. You know? Alright, okay. Yeah. We get it. I see a little video. You're great. You're great. You're a good kid. You're smart. You're talented. You got pizzazz. You got it. You got the X Factor, kid. You got the je ne sais quoi. You got the guts. But, the white balance. Come on. It's 101. Now that we got some of that out of the way, I'd like to discuss some of the stresses of being a film student. I'd like to invite you on a little thought experiment to try to help dismantle the anxiety behind some nagging thoughts that I believe many of you also face when it comes to being a film student or the creative process in general. Perhaps a bit of a internal beast that rears its ugly head every now and again. It can take many forms. Perhaps the form that's a bit of an elephant in the room for all of us. What next? Where will I go with this degree? Where will it take me? The world of art isn't exactly a fair world. I don't want to toil in obscurity for years to come. Have the most renowned names in film not felt the grace of divine happenstance? Being in the right place at the right time? Knowing the right people? Or having the right predetermined familial connections?
You're going to see Cam in the shots regardless on the wall, especially where we're going to be. If you want.
Perhaps it's the pitfalls of production and the tedium of setting up each tripod. Got myself a little shim just to make sure that when you press it down, because watch what happens. When you press this down ever so slightly, it wants to pinch together, and because of that, this bottom part pinches together and tilts the camera just so slightly to the left. Just a teensy little minuscule bit. Unscrewing and adjusting countless little knobs. Toying with camera settings. Fine-tuning lighting and sound equipment. And putting in your best effort, all for a few simple 3-second shots. Perhaps it's the stress built from the hours spent toiling away while editing all your footage together. Paralyzed at times by the countless number of possibilities the entire process presents. And how you're now the final arbiter in determining how the finished product will end up and be viewed by everybody else. Or perhaps you've finished a film or a work of art. There can at times be a creeping sense of the pride you felt after finishing a product that you can stand behind. A genuine achievement of passion and personal effort. Turning into a bar that you've set too high for yourself. A standard that makes you ask, can I repeat that? Am I even capable? Was it all just a happy accident?
The unfortunate truth is that many versions of these stresses will never go away. The beast can return from its ashes, even stronger at times. But the silver lining is, if you rise to the occasion, it's a beast you can kill.
And here we go. Hey, I'm Brian. I'm a 36-year-old birder. You could say I'm a burden to my parents still living here, but let's get burden. Hey, listen, I'm Brian. I'm 36 years old. I have yet to fledge, but that doesn't mean I'm a burden. I've just been burdened.
Little like more confident, not like a poetry slam.
Hey, Bri. I wouldn't consider myself a burden. I help out. I get out in the yard, do a lot of work.
Okay.
Hey, all right. Well, let's just keep. I think the burden one is good. Hey, I'm Brian. I'm a 36-year-old birder. You know, let's get burdened. I am a birder. I love birds, and I want more people to learn about all of our avian friends throughout the globe. They are spectacular creatures. I just think that if more people become aware of what it is that's around them, then we can avoid the tragedy of losing them before people even know what's lost. Spent a good part of my life going to different places that are bird hotspots. I've done volunteer work with the Detroit Audubon Society. I also do a ton of gardening. I think that's the main thing that anybody can do to help the birds. Put some plants in your landscape that are native and that create habitat that's been here for the birds. And then just in general, because I've kind of been known as somebody who knows about birds, among my friends, I'll get random texts or like messages online like, hey, I saw this bird. You know, I get to be like the resident expert. And I love it. Birding with Brian is a show idea I've had since I was like 18. All right, so here's this guy. He's like a bird expert, I guess, right? He's got like a degree. No, I don't have a degree in ornithology. I'm just a guy, and I just love birds, and I want more people to learn about them so that they can share this hobby that's just brought me a lot of joy. You know, you're never alone when there's a bird about, I suppose. You know, sometimes there's no birds though. Shit, then you're really alone. The song of the robin that you will hear early in the morning or at dusk. The cardinal.
Black-capped chickadees. Can you
Black-capped
that's your
chickadee.
favorite bird, right?
Favorite bird.
White-throated sparrow.
White-throated sparrow, whistler of the north.
How about a screech owl?
Screech owl, favorite to do. Can't really do it that much anymore because it kind of harasses them and they're very territorial. So when you do it, they will potentially buzz your head. So you gotta do this with discretion. Don't do it often. Roll the back of your tongue. And whistle at the same time. So this is like birding 400 level. Birding with Brian, the show. Every show needs a theme song. And this is the Birding with Brian theme. 1, 2, 3. My mission in life is to travel the world, checking off my life list every bird that walks with the flies on this earth, be it a robin or a mockingbird, because you know it's true. Yeah, my love for birds is true, and I really want to spread it to you, birding with Brian. know it's true. Yeah, my love for birds is true, and I really want to spread it to you. But there it is. Thanks for birding with me. Still living at home. Am I a burden? Not yet, but I'm going to be. Hey Ma, you got any raisin toast? Is it bad? Well, did you throw it out for the birds or you throw it away? Don't that. Well, I didn't throw it in the trash. I put it in the compost. I know. Hey Ma, I saw the sparrow. Yeah, where'd you see it? Over by the river birches. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, they're over there. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's kind of like what it's like around here.